Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm still, trying to get it started, so I'm not perfect at doing a camera. I don't have a cameraman, so I'm gonna do the best I can to try to make this video informative, and I hope that it helps somebody. Thanks for coming back and watching my video. Like it if it helps you. Please share it and ring the bell, and maybe you'll get a notification from me when I do another one. I don't have a lot of time, but I try to do them when I can think about it. So what we're going to be doing today is replacing the slip ring and brushes on a denso alternator. This particular alternator is off of a 2014 Honda Odyssey, and the alternators are notorious for getting damaged by engine oil. And the big culprit is the variable valve timing solenoids, which are right above the alternator. The gaskets get hard. They got like an O-ring gasket in them, and the gaskets get hard and brittle and flat, and it leaks oil, and it leaks it all over your alternator, and it damages the brush holder and the slip rings because it gets inside of it and builds up a bunch of gunk and crap. So I've looked on YouTube, and I tried to find a video kind of showing how to get this radiator apart, because it's going to have to be taken apart to do this repair. A lot of the repairs are pretty quick and simple. Let me get the camera around here and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about here. So I hope that you can see that. They're normally simple, but if you look at this pile of muck right here, this is worn copper from the slip rings and gunk and engine oil that had gotten down inside this alternator from either a valve cover leak, some oil leak. I haven't looked at the oil leak. This is off my daughter's car, and I haven't looked to see where the oil leak is. That's next on the list. If I find it, and I can, I'll make a video of what I do to fix the oil leak. But I believe there is a video already on YouTube on how to replace the gasket on the variable valve timing solenoid assembly. The guy's got the part numbers and everything in the video, and it's like a 15 or 20 minute fix if you're pretty proficient with some wrenches. But anyway, so the brush holder, if you can see that, you can see those brushes are, especially this brush, I mean, this thing was caked full of this mess right here. So, and that allowed dust and dirt to get in there and collect with the oil, and it turned into a sludge that's like sandpaper. And what it done was, I hope we can see this. Let me get a flashlight. Let me see if I can shed a little light on it here, and hopefully that helps. If you can tell by that, I don't know if you can, but it has worn where the bottom set of brushes go on this slip ring right here. It has worn it so deep that it's past reusing this. So in order to get this replaced, the whole alternator needs to come apart. The bearings feel good in it. To test the bearings, you can hold it in your hand and just spin it, and if it feels like it's not even turning in your hand, if you can't even feel the rotation of it, then your bearings are good. If they feel gritty or there's any kind of noise, then the bearings need to be replaced in this. But this video is, I'm sure you can find a lot of those. This video is for one job in particular on this particular alternator. If you look right here, these are your stator winding leads that are copper soldered to this rectifier. This is your rectifier. They're copper soldered to that. So you've got to cut those to get this alternator apart, because you got to get this rectifier off. So I just wanted to show a shorter video on how to get those cut. I didn't find anything. I'll see there's videos where You can disassemble this alternator and step by step with somebody, but the ones I've found so far, they've already done this. I guess for the sake of time for the video, they've already disconnected this. So I've already done one, and I got this little pair of flush cuts that I use all the time. They're dandy little flush cuts. They're made by Allspec, and you can tell they're nice and greasy. I don't know, I could tell you the part number. It's CHP-170. I don't know if we can see that or not. Right, maybe right there. It's probably, maybe that's it, I don't know. But anyway, so if you look at this, there's a copper lead, because you can't really make out what the heck's going on right here when you first look at this thing. You can't really make it out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to cut those loose, and then you can verify that they are cut loose. So I'll be right back with you. I've got to answer the wife. She's trying to get in touch with me, so I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back here. So just, you can check, get you some kind of little, like, I just took an old junk screwdriver, and I use this all the time. It's not this for this job, but I just sharpen it down. But you can get it in between this. If you look at this, this is like a L-shaped conductor that comes out of the rectifier, and then this is your rounded conductor that comes up through off your stator. So take a pair of end cutters. It don't have to be these kind. Milwaukee makes them. There's Klein makes them, but you could probably use just a regular pair of diagonals. I was just trying to. These are more precise, and I was just trying to do a minimal cut so I'd have plenty left to solder. But let's see if I can get it over here where you can see what we're doing here. So if you see, I hope you can see. I can't see this thing, but there's a bead right here. This is where it was copper soldered together. So basically you just need to trim that off flush at the top, and these cutters are actually quite impressive. They'll cut bigger stuff than you think they will, but you just kind of snip that top off there as close to where you think the joint is as possible. So you got to leave yourself enough sticking up here to clean that up real good, and you're gonna have to solder that back together. So you just snip that off flush, and you can kind of see which, if I can point to it, I'm hoping this is working, but this is you'll see this little seam right here. That's the conductor on this side that's coming off of the stator, and this is the conductor coming out of the rectifier right there. So if you look right at where that solder joint is, you can see the end right there of the gap stops right there. So you just cut it right at that gap so you don't get too much. I just kind of work my way around it and then check it once it's done. Once you get it cut loose, you can make sure that it's free. Because if it's not free, when you go to take this case half apart, when you go to take this rectifier off, it won't come off. It'll be stuck. So I'll do one more here, and then I'm gonna just start by trimming just the top off of it this time. Be sure you wear your safety glasses while you're doing this, especially with these. They cut all at once, and where they're flush cuts, it puts it, you can see when you cut up against something with this side of them, it cuts it off completely flush. This side has like a recess to it. And so when you cut something with that, it shoots it out pretty good. Even little pieces of wire, when I cut them, I use these at work all the time. I'm an electrician. Been doing that for about 35 years. So I use these a lot at work. These type. Klein's my favorite ones, but anyway, we just trim that back slowly if you want to. If you don't want to, get all rambunctious and be worried about taking too much at one time, you can do it a little at a time. And you can usually see when you get it, you'll be able to see the joint in there. Like this one here, when they soldered it, they done pretty good on it, because it's taking a little bit to get to get all the solder off of it. It's close right there. Getting close. Well, we still got a little bit to go. Yeah, they did pretty good. Oh, right there's, cut that out right there. Get that going. That may be where it's at right there. Just gotta keep whittling on it. Personally, I'd rather whittle a little bit. That's it right there, it done it. Personally, I'd rather whittle on it a little bit at a time as I would cutting too much of it off. So anyway, hope this helps you out. And like I said, if you want to look, YouTube, there's a couple of people that have videos for completely disassembling these alternators. So I hope that helps you out. Come back and visit my channel again. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more videos in the future. And thanks for watching, and be sure and leave a comment. Hit the like button and subscribe. Don't cost you anything, but it helps my channel out. Thanks. Catch you guys later.